Habitat for Humanity is a nonprofit organization whose foundation was built upon one married couple's desire to provide shelter to needy people at an affordable cost. Millard Fuller once said, "I see life as both a gift and a responsibility. My responsibility is to use what God has given me to help people in need." Millard grew up in Alabama. He graduated from Auburn University in Auburn, Alabama, and the University of Alabama Law School of Tuscaloosa. He was an entrepreneur, and he was great at business knowledge, and this led him to become a millionaire at the age of 29. Linda also grew up in Alabama and obtained a degree in elementary education, 7 honorary advocate degrees, and numerous awards. She also led the formation of the Women Build department. As their marriage became trying, they reevaluated their life direction. Millard found a need to renew his Christian commitment, and they sold all their possessions and helped the poor. They found the Koinonia Farm, a Christian community near Americus, Georgia, where people worked at applying Christ's teachings. A partnership housing concept was developed, which was to help those in need of shelter while they worked alongside volunteers to build simple houses. The houses were built on no profit and interest, which would remain uncharged on loans. The building costs financed in what was called a revolving fund, called the Fund for Humanity. Supporters and fundraising activities helped to build fund money, which aided in building even more houses. In 1973, the Fullers went to Zaire to implement ideals of partnership housing in Africa. As missionaries of the Christian Church, they began their work in Mbandaka, a poverty-stricken city located in the western part of the country. Undeveloped land was given to them by the government for the purposes of building a 100-house development. It took 3 years, but the Millers successfully met their goal, and they returned to the United States. In 1984, President Jimmy Carter and his wife Rosalind took their very first Habitat for Humanity work trip, the Jimmy Carter Work Project, to New York City. Their involvement brought positive exposure to the organization, and there was a phenomenal growth in the number of affiliates. Habitat for Humanity has gone all over the world and helped those in numerous countries such as North America and Canada, Africa and the Middle East, Asia and Pacific area, Europe and Central Asia, Latin America, and the Caribbean. Houses are to be simple, which are modestly sized but large enough for families' needs, decent with the use of local and quality materials, and affordable, enough to sustain low-income households. This is a house in Omaha, Nebraska from our own local history. Omaha has their own Habitat for Humanity Restore, which is a discount retail outlet that addresses poverty by providing community members affordable building materials and home fixtures. And here is a kitchen that has been finished with products from the Restore of Omaha. Habitat for Humanity follows non-discriminatory policy of family selection. They're selected on their level of need, ability to pay, and willingness to partner. Prospective homeowners must be citizens or legal residents, prove steady income, have good credit, and they must attend homeowner education classes. The need for habitat housing is based on the world experiencing a global housing crisis. About 1.6 billion people live in substandard housing and 100 million are homeless. Clean and decent housing provides stability for families and children, gives a sense of dignity and pride, gives security, and provides increase of educational and job prospects. Habitat for Humanity can be supported by going to www.habitat.org. One can give monthly donations, honor donations, donate materials, or do vehicle donations, or you may just volunteer. Thank you for listening to my story about Habitat for Humanity. In the words of Millard Fuller, I leave you with his quote, "For a community to be whole and healthy, it must be based on people's love and concern for each other."